Welcome to the Ohio Business Service Center Substantiate P-Card Purchases and Reimburse Travel demonstration. To begin, you will go to www.ohio.edu/BSC. Once you are on our homepage, to find our forms, you will then click on the Submit a Service Request via our Online Forms button. You will then click on Substantiate P-Card Purchases and Reimburse Travel. The requester will default to the person completing the form. If you are not logged in, you will be prompted to log in using your single sign-on with your Ohio credentials. If you are filling out the form on behalf of someone else, you can click the toggle to Yes and enter their name as the requester and click Search on the far right. You will then select that individual from the drop-down menu. Today, I'm going to default to myself. You can also add additional contacts by toggling to Yes and searching for the individual here as well. And then clicking Search. You can then select them from the drop-down menu. Again, I will leave that as just myself. You will want to title your request something that is familiar to you, as this will be the communications for all emails moving forward. It is a required field, but today I'm going to leave it blank for training purposes. And then the next field you'll want to enter is the nature of your request. For this, I will say professional development and then click Next. In the next screen, you will then choose how you would like to enter your request. You can enter it by entering the information into this form, or you can attach the request as well. Today I'm going to use this form, and I am going to be requesting reimbursement for travel expenses. And I also have receipts for the charges on my P-card. If you scroll down a bit further, it will ask whether you have mileage. When you click mileage, it does add another field down here below. The next field is I have per diems. You can enter up to 15 days to be reimbursed for. That also adds a field below where you can begin entering your per diems also. Then the last little box is I have supplementary travel related items up to 15 to be reimbursed for as well. There is a box where you can add that you have research or travel advances. You could toggle to yes if that is the case. And then you would begin entering the traveler's information. The traveler can either be yourself, same as the requester, or it could be an external party. Today I'll leave it as myself. The destination that I will enter will be the University of Cincinnati. The departure date was May the 13th, and then I returned on May the 20th. It will ask whether it is a round trip. Yes, it was a round trip. The departure address was Ohio University's main campus, and the arrival address will be the University of Cincinnati's main campus address. You will then enter a rough estimate of how many miles you believe it may be. I believe it's approximately 200 miles. You will then scroll down and begin entering your per diem amounts. So as I said before, I left on the 13th, and I'll need breakfast, lunch, and dinner that day. And then you want to click the Add button. It will begin generating a table here, as you can see. And then I will do the same for the 14th. That day I'll just have breakfast and dinner and add. The 15th of May, and I'll have all three on that day. The 16th, and I'll just have breakfast that day. The 17th, I'll need all three, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The 18th, I was still gone, so I will have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then the 19th will be breakfast, lunch, and dinner as well. And then the 20th will just be breakfast. Then you can enter an estimate of the per diem amount. I believe it will be $350. You'll want to give a brief description. It is a required field of why you are traveling, and it is professional development. And then I'll do conference. The conference registration was approximately $250, and then you'll want to add that as well. As you can see, it adds it right here in a field. The P card expense description will be conference and hotel charges, and that was $900 for the week. And then I will add that. You may then select any attachments that may be associated with this particular request. You can add up to 10 attachments at 4 gigabytes each. Today I'm going to add 4. You can also add any comments or notes that you would like the purchasing and travel team to know. Once you have everything entered, you may click Next. The next tab is your Account Information tab. You can select account numbers from your drop-down list, and then you'll want to click your Add button. If you have other account numbers that you'd like to add, you can also select them from the list and add those as well. And as you can see, it begins building a table below. If you happen to know an account number, you can manually enter it here. You'll first want to validate that number to make sure it is a valid account number. Once it is validated, you will want to add that account number as well. If you happen to know just a part or piece of the number or a description or maybe the org number or something like that, you can add that here. So you can add HTC funds, and then you can also click Add here. There are several ways in which you can allocate expenses. You can do it by percentage, or you can do it by account number. Today, as you can see, it's $1,700 that we're trying to allocate. We're just going to add it by amount. So the first one, I will have $200 allocated to that. As you can see, it drops it to $1,500 here, and then $750 to the next account number, and then $500 to the third account, and then we have $250 remaining, so $250 allocated here. If you'd like to add any comments regarding account numbers, you can do that in this box. Maybe you need one added to your drop-down list above. You can add that note here and they will add it to your drop-down. Once everything is complete and allocated, you can then click Next. The final tab is your Review tab. As you can see, there is one error message, and that is regarding the title. You do not have to go and click the tab button here. You can actually click right inside of that error message, and it will take you directly back. We will title it Professional Development. At the University of Cincy. You don't have to click next, 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 but you can jump right back out to that review screen by clicking the tab, and then you can review all of the information in which you have entered. So there's a rough estimate of $1,700. There are 4 attachments to this particular ticket. Here it will show which per diems you are wanting reimbursed for. Then you have some travel related expenses listed here. And then P-card summary here. Once you have verified that all of your account numbers and all of the information is correct, you will then click the Submit button. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you on future trainings.